Hello and welcome to potentially the final lower bracket match of the 2023 Galactic Pod Racing Circuit. I am Paige, joined today by Game Draco.
Hello, everyone. This should be an exciting match. This is a rematch between Lightning and NachoBrado. You have Nacho said before chat that he's been on vengeance after Lightning knocked him into losers brackets, so he's aiming for a bracket reset here.
Yeah, that's a big thing to know. Nacho's going to have to win 2 matches to win the tournament from here. Lightning's just got to win one of those. But it really could go either way. Both players have beaten each other in the past. And they are 2 of the most evenly matched players in the tournament, I think.
Yeah, I'd agree.
But they are starting on Grabvine Gateway. They decided to go hard.
Yeah, I did not expect this coming. I totally expected Lightning to ban it when Nacho's so notorious for doing temp banning this and go with Neva, or maybe that was a strat to take it out for him.
Yeah, it makes some sense to let it go here to take Nacho off his gambit. This is one of those matches where even if I had Trugits for our in-server betting pools, I don't think I would put a bet down.
No, I wouldn't put a bet down either. It could go either way.
I'm assuming at this point pretty much everyone knows, but this track is notorious for being the hardest track in the game at any level of play. It is brutally difficult. You can die on literally any turn very easily because you're playing the most fragile pod in the game on the most densely winding track in the game. Just like that. That's not a common death, but that can kill you.
Yeah, this whole track is out to kill you.
Yeah, I'm very, very excited to see what the players can bring out on this one.
Yeah, I don't know what to expect from this match.
I'm expecting, obviously, the Grabvine. I'm expecting Lightning, now that he remembers he can play it, to pull out Sebulba's Legacy. Judging by some of what Nacho has hinted, both players are potentially going to be looking at Vengeance.
Countdown has started on the potentially final match of the tournament.
Here we go. It is Grabvine Gateway time.
Oh man, we're in for a spectacle.
Mm-hmm. I would call this the second or third most volatile track in the game, at least in tournament settings. I'd put it behind probably Mangaza Speedway and Doug Derby, just in terms of volatility, but they're all right there on that front.
Oh yeah. Thing is that was the Doug Derby and Mangaza Speedway are the 2 shortest full tracks in the game, while Grabvine Gateway is one of the longest.
Yeah, it's a 4.5-er. Away we go.
There we go.
Alright, but clean out of the gate for both of them. Did Lightning go for the boost hold? I did not see if he went for that one. Looks like he did not, because Nacho is on higher heat at that stage. They're both going to be on pretty good heat entering Keys lane.
I don't think Nacho survived that.
I'm not sure. Lightning is now on better heat and a better line. Nacho lost a fair bit of speed, which doesn't matter as much on Bullseye because his acceleration is so damn good.
And this is also one of the few tracks in the game where you have to use the brakes.
Oh yeah. Oh, Nacho, you gotta line that boost up better, buddy. That gives Lightning a commanding lead. We'll have a decent grasp on how big of a lead in just a moment. 55 into that split track versus a minute flat into that split track. So about 5 seconds for Lightning. And he's taking Swamp really aggressively. Nacho is not. So that's going to build more of a lead for Lightning. $114.5 off that bridge. Actually, Nacho made up some time. I'm not sure where. Maybe braking less? I'm not sure where he made up that second. Maybe better lines in the swamp?
Made up 2 seconds!
Ooh. It might have been just better lines in the swamp. Even though he did have that bonk, which was odd.
And here comes the Quake shortcut.
Yep, only open on laps 2 and 3. though it is used for an MFG skip, I believe, on lap 1 if you want to go for it. Lightning very sloppy through it, Nacho a fair bit cleaner. Nacho's now probably only about a second behind. He can make this up.
Oh,
And he took that much more
crash.
cautiously. He's learned that lesson. He's still behind by one jungle turn. Lightning took that wide and lost the boost. I think we're back to almost dead even. Still a very slight lead for Lightning. Ooh, Nacho, you are scaring me, bro. He did lose some time that time.
Yeah. And a damaged engine, which is not good. Oh, he repaired it. That's good.
Bullseye's repair is excellent, and his acceleration is just as good, so it's not as big a deal here. It's not like he's playing no upgrade bowls or something, where dying is literally faster.
Yeah.
126
Oh,
and
bad block
125,
again.
3-8. So we're pretty close. Lightning still got a notable lead. But this is
that's
like
bad.
This is like one bad bonk for Lightning, and Nacho's back in it.
Let's see how they do on the shortcut.
That
Lightning
was
takes
perfect
it
for Lightning.
really cleanly.
It was
So does
also
Nacho.
very good for Lightning, or for Nacho. But Nacho does need a mistake from Lightning at this point. Ooh, this is... Oh man, this is so close.
Oh,
What?
Oh man, this is
What
insane.
happened in that buffer pause?
Yeah. It was like the
Lightning is still ahead, but it's really close, and it could just be my sync being a little off.
Oh man.
423.19, 423.81. Lightning takes it. Oh my god, that was close. What? How did he almost pull that back? One less bonk and Nacho takes that track.
What a way to start this match.
Also, that was a PB for LightningPirate. His time on the boards is a 425.9. Alright, we're about to see the bands coming out, but that was a banger of a first race. Nacho with the Abyss band out the gate, that makes sense.
Lightning's so solid at that track. Lightning not
He
too
really dropped
happy
the
about
Digon.
that.
Oh, he dropped the Digon. Okay. All right, Abyss gone. Bans against Lightning get a little weird. Spice Mine Run makes total sense. I'm expecting a Zugga challenge ban.
Yep, Zugga.
Learn from my mistakes. The other ban against Nacho, I'm not totally sure.
I'm guessing Fire Mountain Rally.
Yeah, maybe. It might be Bumpy's Breakers. Executioner. That's an odd choice. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't ban out Bumpies. Nacho has a 432 on Bumpies. That's very odd
I know
choice.
Lightning I don't think is really good at either the skip nor the full track of Executioner.
No, but that is still an interesting choice. Temp banning Ben out from Nacho. He does like doing these slightly less meta tracks. No, Mikey. Nacho ban Zugga. Lightning ban DXE. Oh, Lightning's never going to ban Zugga. Man is too good at the skips on that track. Is this going to be a Bumpy's Breakers ban?
Inferno.
Inferno temp ban. Okay. Not a huge surprise. All right, and then it's a Bumpy's full track. All right. Lightning's also pretty good here. I'm just surprised he let Nacho take this track. It's one of his strongest. So we have to assume both players are doing bowls with a relatively high traction for him. But I'm not totally sure what the optimal setup here is for bowls. 4280? Something like that? At least that's what I'd run. Ooh, 600. Ooh, 30 FPS R600. R300 coming out for Lightning. I don't know what frame rate he's on. But Nacho doing 24,300. And Lightning not having a frame rate indicator, it's hard to tell. So on warm-up, they're both looking decent. Nacho had a very odd starting death. But Lightning's looking very clean. I guess he didn't ban bumpies because he's been practicing it. Because so far this is an excellent looking run. I know it's warm-ups, but it's definitely a very, very clean play so far. Although you can't hold that boost off that ramp.
Looks like he anticipated Nacho picking this way.
Oh, absolutely. I wouldn't be, like, I don't think anyone would be surprised in knowing, like, if they know how Nacho plays. Oof, Lightning. I think Nacho's going to try to push warm-ups a little bit and get one shot at the shortcut. Yep, bonking a little bit, and that is totally fine on Bowls. Hairpin, Bowls is excellent at, so that's not going to be a problem for either racer. So my money's on Nacho for this pick, just because he's going to have more practice on it.
And it's about even.
Yeah, we're about even and perfectly synced. I'll take it. Let's see how the shortcut looks. Very clean for Nacho, very slow for Lightning, but he did not die.
Yeah, a lot more riskier take from by Nacho.
I'm not sure if it is necessarily riskier or he knows what he can get away with. Like, obviously it is objectively riskier, but I don't think that's what he's thinking on it. I think it's just he knows he's good enough to get it.
It's a new lap record.
135.06 versus 137. That's a 2-second lead for Nacho. Most of that seems to be off the shortcut.
Yeah, really solid time for Bowls too.
That's a decent time for Ben.
Oh man, that says a lot.
Like, it's not like a top time for Ben, but it's like, it's only a few seconds, it's only a couple seconds off.
Oh,
Ooh,
no.
Nacho! You took that too tight! I do think he's fast enough to make up that time, assuming he doesn't die again. The 2-second difference lap 1 is really strong. And he's only about a second behind. As long as he doesn't get in his own head, I think he just makes that back from cleaner driving. Oh, that was very close. Oh, don't give me a heart attack, Nacho. Alright, let's see how Lightning shortcut looks since he's got a slight lead. And actually, no, he doesn't. Nacho's back in the lead. A little bit of a belly scrape, and Lightning took it a bit faster, but Nacho is back in the lead. That's ridiculous.
Nuts. Also noticed too that Nacho brought along a racer to rig the doors and Lightning did not.
Yep, that doesn't make nearly as big a difference on bumpies. Like, since it's a much longer track than either of the other Aqualaris tracks. Alright, so it's a very slight lead for Nacho. Oh, actually, they're pretty even, but Lightning's on slightly higher heat. So, I'm not totally sure. I think it's pretty even. Oh, engine fire for Lightning. That's kind of unfortunate. Not a huge deal. Oh, Nacho, that was greedy.
Yeah, he's been really greedy this run.
Oh, that's where the time gain's coming in. He's boosting a lot more than Lightning is in this part. And he took that part very safe, but he now has a real lead back. They were on the same heat, and he's ahead. Assuming he's clean through the rest of this, and the only common death point left is a shortcut. The hairpin can get you, but on Bowls, it's pretty easy to make.
Uh-oh!
Oh, Nacho! Oh no! Oh, he knows. He knows he screwed up. Oh no.
What?
That was an incredible shortcut. How? Wait, are they even? Lightning held that boost. That's actually really relevant for Heat. I don't know if...
I have no idea. It's another nail biter again.
How? How is this close with 2 deaths? What? Lightning's a little ahead, but we might be a little off sync.
I don't think we're off sync.
Oh my
Wins
God.
under.
Oh, that was
under
one, that was
10,
1.5 tenths.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Nacho wins by under 0.2 of a second. First 2 races of this match, both less than a second apart on 2 long tracks.
Oh my God. That was... Oh my God, Nacho. How did you... It's been a long time since a race in this game has confused me.
And the total time is less than a second off too now. Okay, Ben banned from Lightning. Went to training banned from Nacho.
Man, are we just not going to see much Ben today? I'm expecting Lightning to pull out a skip track here.
Inferno skips!
Don't expect a racer temp ban. It's just going to be Mars versus Mars.
Yeah, this is a blink and you'll miss it skip, and Nacho just said, chat, why am I not surprised?
Second shortest track in the game at human levels, correct? Or is it the shortest at top end? Because I'm not sure what the world record is for both Inferno and Abyss skips.
Well, I know Lightning just knocked the Abyss skips down to like 16 seconds with Bullseye.
Yeah, something like that.
And Lightning said, don't fail me this time, Mars.
Man, Abyss, or Inferno skip is,
Best parts you'll find here.
it is certainly a track, or a small part of a track.
So fast that it's a blink it and you'll miss it.
So you start off with this little wall ride, jump across, and then once you land, boost normally, go up here, ride this little wall, and you can just jump across. Oh, that was a really nice lineup from Nacho. Nacho overshot the track a little bit. It happens. Oh, Lightning, that's interesting. They both tilt in opposite directions for the wall ride. That's really interesting, actually. An 11 flat lap 1. What the hell, Nacho?
Got stuck on a maximum
an MFG
fog, it
set?
looks like.
It's not going to do anything because the ceiling has collision there, but... Yep, it just launched him into the ceiling where he's now still stuck. There we go. I didn't know you could MFG off of that.
Me neither.
Granted, I never really bothered to learn much about the MFGs. For anyone in chat who doesn't know, MFG is maximum fall glitch. Basically, if you are on a surface that it doesn't want you to be on for long enough, it'll just launch you to the ceiling. And the longer you're on that surface, the higher it'll launch you.
And there you see another problem with the skip. Sometimes it doesn't count.
Yeah, that one's typically caused by not going farther enough out, I believe. I don't know, this track is a little more confusing on what makes it count and not than this is. But you're noticing both players aren't completely consistent on this. It's totally possible for one of them to screw it up.
Yeah.
Ooh, Nacho with the rough wall ride.
Oh,
This is
the
another track
start.
that you can't really put a prediction on. It's also really volatile.
Here we go.
Oh, Lightning with a really high wall ride. That might cost him a little bit. Very clean from Lightning. Slight lead for him. Ooh. Oh, they were both a little low, but they're dead even now. Lightning dropped first, though, so that's a bit of an advantage. Got on the wall first, but they're synced a little differently. 28.03 for Nacho and 27.98 for Lightning. Oof. A bullseye ban for Nacho. I'll give you
We'll
one
see if
guess on where
Lightning
we're
bans
going.
Fire Mountain Rally.
And that is the bait. The next step of Nacho becoming a little predictable with this with that pick to FMR, is using bullseye bans as a bait. Because it means people will potentially be forced to ban out FMR. Fire Mountain Rally for any newer viewers. It's kind of Grabvine Gateway's larger, slower brother.
Lightning
there's a
bans
Fire Mountain
Fire Rally.
It is kind of like I said, it's the next stage of Nacho becoming a little predictable with that. We're going to Howler Gorge. Nacho loves this track.
Not what I was expecting. Okay, that might have been a bait if Lightning said he wasn't expecting it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Nacho has a 319 here compared to Lightning's 326.
Nacho has a 324 versus Lightning's 326.
In tournament. I'm looking at leaderboards.
Oh, looking at the individual leaderboards.
So Howler Gorge, this is absolutely Nacho favored. It's a track that is pretty easy to die a couple times on, though. We know we can make that up on a really long track, but this track's only a little over 3 minutes.
Particularly on the 10th shortcut, which is significant on this track.
So Lightning's into his warm-up. Let's see what he looks like here. Like, he's definitely competent on the track. He knows how to play all of them in the game. Holding that boost is real tricky, but Lightning's doing old strats on lap 1. It is pretty objectively slower to take the bridge after going left at the start. At least I believe. There's a couple ways to make bridge faster, but I don't think he did any of them. Especially with the amount of heat he lost by losing that boost right before the off-road. Oof, Nacho, come on, buddy. Let's see how he does his heat at the end of laps. I'm curious what his strat is here. Alright, so he maxes out back here, a little bit more, and then goes for smoother tent entry. Okay, that makes sense. That lap 1 is over a second behind where it needs to be to beat Nacho on a good run. Yeah, you kind of have to do... It looked like Nacho slide manipulated that. So what you can do for any newer viewers is if you're boosting and about to go off a jump or a little crest of a hill, you can tap slide and it will reduce the amount of air you catch, making you more likely to keep the boost. So Nacho definitely has the better strats here. It's just a matter of execution for him. If he dies once or twice, Lightning can make that up. Very small sync pause going to come in for Nacho. And they're both even through here, but this is where their routes kind of diverge. You'll see Lightning go right and take the bridge, and Nacho go left and take this cave. And then you'll see Nacho... Lightning's on better heat. Huh. I might stand corrected on this.
Nacho lost the boost going down that path.
Ah. Yeah, the bridge is definitely easier to execute, I believe. But you've got to be very careful about the amount of air you catch holding the boost. Nacho is now ahead, just due to better heat. He's going to boost about here, and he'll take this boost all the way to the start line.
Here we go. I thought Nacho was going to die at first.
Nah. So it's a very slight lead, but heat is better for Nacho. Alright, Nacho, you're fairly ahead, not a huge amount.
That does not look good!
Nacho's path, that's fine. I don't know if he died.
He did not die.
No. Yeah, his path looked fine. Oh, that was a really clean tent entry, and so was that little bit of a bonk.
No, Lightning took a few bonks on entry.
Not too bad, though.
No, agree.
Nacho, it adds up to about a second of a lead, though. Maybe a little more. Actually, a fair bit more. Yeah. Just off heat. Like... Yeah, you can see where Nacho has a lot more practice on this track. So far, we're very clean. Like, Nacho's only got like 1 or 2 more spots where he can realistically die. One is kind of on these slots. Like, I've had that happen a few times. Answer question in chat. This is best of 11. And then this is the last spot where you really can die, is holding the boost through here. But as long as you're not going for a slot boost, you're usually fine. Oh, and he gets the fire near perfectly. 105.15 lap 3. That's very nice. Like I said, Nacho is very good on that track.
325 for Lightning.
So what are we expecting on bans here? I'm expecting something like a Ben ban out of not either a Ben ban or a throwaway ban. Or if he's doing skips, we could see a Mars or a Wand ban.
Ben ban for Lightning.
Yep. Which leads me to believe another skip track coming in.
Bunch of training ban coming from Nacho.
Not a huge surprise. Bunta Classic without a force. All right. So, do we think they're gonna go Bullseye or Mars?
Hard to say. That looks like Nacho does not have a good time for this track compared to Lightning.
That's just in tournament. Let's check the boards, because Nacho hasn't really played this track in tournament all that much. Nacho has the faster overall PB. By about 2.5 seconds. I think he's definitely favored, just not by a huge margin. Bullseye from Lightning, not surprising. I'm guessing it'll be a bullseye from Nacho as well. Alright, Lightning taking the safe jump, and taking the chicane. Whoa, okay, he was taking the chicane very aggressively. Oh my god. Hey, Nacho's bringing a Sebulba friend. Alright, bullseye as well. Nacho also doing the safe variant of that jump, and we'll see how he does his chicanes. Also pretty aggressively. But he stays on the surface ramp a lot longer. This is going to be interesting. They both take some pretty different approaches through a lot of these. Well, I mean, Lightning's had a couple of deaths in this warm-up run. We'll see how this goes. Like I said on Grabvine, as nimble as Bullseye is, there's a big drawback in that his durability is the worst in the game. Except for, like, maybe Slide Paramita?
I think Paramita is the only pot more fragile than Bullseye, and to be fair, Bunta Classic is like a track that is really easy to die on as well.
Oh yeah. No, it's a very difficult track with a lot of very janky geometry that will just decide that you die if you touch it.
Yeah.
Whoa! I'm not sure which one I'm saying whoa to, because that was really weird for both of them.
Here we go! Bunta Classic.
To answer questions in chat, this is Bunta Classic, and Ben was
bad.
banned.
He lost
the
Nacho
boost with the rock! Oh, I hate to see that. It's not a huge amount of time, but it is very unfortunate. Yeah, he's about 3.5 seconds back right now.
Oh, from hitting that rock!
Oh! He got in his own head. He started to take it really aggressively. It can still be brought back. This is Bunta Classic, after all.
Yeah.
And Nacho is a very good player. He's just a little less death-averse than Lightning. Ooh, he takes that very short... Yeah, he takes that the very short way. That actually saves a little time, I think. Because it lands you on the fake off-road, so you're normally okay. Okay. Pretty rough engine fire for Lightning, but it's in a spot where he wouldn't really be boosting much.
And this Tuscan Dune turn is super lethal.
117 for Lightning to hit that spot versus 122
Whoa,
for Lightning
was
to hit
bad.
a similar spot. Ooh, yeah, that's rough. This is actually not as big a lead for Lightning as you would think. Nacho's just taking everything more aggressively. So sure, he's had a death and a bad boost loss, but he's not as behind as you might think.
No, he isn't.
Maybe 3 seconds.
147 or 151.
3 1/3 seconds.
Now he doesn't have to worry about the rock anymore.
Yeah, which actually lets him take a slightly better line through there, funnily enough.
Yeah. I know sometimes one strat that I did to kind of do that was to break the rock, then boost.
Man, this is shockingly close once again. Nacho seems very good at making up these deaths. Like, he knows exactly where he can push. And I'm not sure if I like that strat for Nacho to reach that jump. He takes a lot more off-road.
Oh
my God,
he survived. No, he's damaged
Stop
badly
doing
on
that.
one engine.
Stop doing that. Please, stop doing that, Nacho.
Good, he repaired before the Tuscan Dune turn. This is a port where it can kill you easily.
He's about 1 3/4 seconds back, it looks right now. 3:06.6 to get out of there. Yeah, give or take. Nacho's also using a lot more heat through this canyon section. $144.19,
142.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Nacho's still kind of doing it. Like, there's like
Bad
one bad
fire,
bonk or
but-
one like really bad, like it's like a bad bonk or bad fire for Lightning away from Nacho potentially pulling this back. That fire from Nacho was really rough. It was a low heat fire. Or like a low boosting portion fire, so he really couldn't afford to not be able to get what little boost he could.
Lightning.
But you see what I mean? Where Lightning stays on the main track a lot longer than Nacho on that segment. I'm not sure what's better, because Nacho does take a more direct line, but Lightning gets a lot less of the speed drop. We're still very close. This could be brought back. Nacho with a very smart repair there. Oh, caught the fire. Oh, that's such a bad fire. Oh, those are two really bad fires. This looks like it's Lightning's to lose at this point. He's ahead by that whole turn. Does he die in the gap? No, he doesn't, and neither does Nacho. Nacho does lose that boost. Neither one gets fired at the line. Yeah, those fires just cost Nacho that race. Oof. And with the start of this next race, we are crossing the midway point of this match.
Ben Ban.
Not the most surprising. Like I've said, Nacho likes these off-meta picks. We might be seeing a Bull's Vengeance. We could also see an Adobe Mountain Run come out. These are two of Nacho's better tracks. Lightning, I could see him banning Endo Prime Centrum. I could see a Gauntlet ban coming out.
He bans Inferno.
Okay, banning the run back. Interesting.
Fire Mountain Rally. Is he gonna do some forceless to ban Bullseye?
I wouldn't be surprised. Banning Mars and Bullseye. So he just wants the Neva to happen.
Classic pick from Nacho.
Yep, there's a reason some of us in the community call this specifically the Nacho Gambit. So it's going to be a Neva key mirror. That's expected. Unless one of them does something real spicy.
But I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, probably not. I think on paper, Elan can do it faster, but don't play Elan here, kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think on paper, Elan is a little faster than Neva here. Just would not recommend. Anakin or Slide can also be done. Like, I've done Slide here in just like practice matches to test it out, but it's not great. His boost is just too weak. If he had Neva's boost, he would be the pick.
Tempering his acceleration with.
Yeah, you kind of have to. I have more fun when I don't, but it's definitely better to cut your acceleration. It's just a lot more fun to not do it. I like going fast. It's what I do.
Oh man, we have
question in chat. Yeah, we've started rounds. We're halfway through the match. This is the grand final of the losers bracket.
lower bracket.
Lower bracket, yeah.
And we have Andy Panther from the Deutsch commentary say, guys, Slide Pyramida is right there!
Yeah, come on, I'm saying it too. Come on. Give the people what they want. The people demand Slide Pyramida.
I don't think it's gonna happen, particularly with Nacho.
It's me. I'm the people. I demand Slide Pyramida. Look, Slide is my boy, Hoovy. He is, I think, underrated, despite his appropriate rating still being bad.
I don't know, I hate using Slide.
His cooling is annoying to manage. I'll give you that. Alright, here we go. But coming into the start of this, that waterfall jump can kill you very easily. Neva has a slightly easier time with it than most.
Oh!
Whoa, that was spooky for both of them for the exact opposite reasons. Lightning looks to have practiced this gambit.
And it looks like he didn't dial down his acceleration either.
Which is concerning. That makes his braking significantly worse. Neva is also... He has a very unfortunate distinction. He's the only pod at max upgrades that still heats up faster than he cools down.
Gasgano and Bozzy also do that.
They do? Huh. Okay, this
Both
is the only
Gas-
viable pod.
Yeah. Yeah. Neva Key, Gasgano, Bozzy, Baranta all heat up faster than they cool down even fully upgraded.
The more you know. Oh, Nacho had to take that wide. He was off the lineup. That was a really good heads-up play from him. Cost him significantly less time. Oh, Nacho, no! You can't afford that right now. This is going to be 157. 56.8 basically. Yeesh. But yeah, this is a big lead for Lightning at this point. However, that's annoying. That bonk sucks. Ooh, Nacho with the good bonk. That's basically just a little clip showing that you got the best possible line. But Lightning is still ahead by that entire last turn of the forest. Let's see if Lightning gets some of the weird shenanigans I got in this section in my match with Nacho. Ooh. Lightning is having so many close calls right now. Like someone's protecting him or something.
Must have good insurance on that pod.
Or bad.
Oh, yes. Here we go. Quake shortcut coming up.
Quake shortcut's very difficult to do well with Neva's brakes. Oh, Lightning. Oh, no, Lightning. Oh, Nacho, no. Oh, man.
He didn't stop like Lightning did.
No, Nacho definitely had a better time with the shortcut, that's for sure. He's still notably behind, though. But, oh man, LP, that costs you a lot. 151 flat versus a 148 flat. Now we're into one sizable mistake territory. If he screws up that shortcut again like that, and Nacho's clean, that's neck and neck. If he has a really bad bonk in the forest section and can't line up the next bit, that's neck and neck.
Taking it more cautiously.
Looking clean. Clean forest from Lightning. Took it pretty safely. Pretty clean forest from Nacho as well. Coming into the volcano, this is another spot where you can make some pretty dire mistakes. Kind of like that. That's a lot of heat. That's a lot of potential heat gone for Lightning. I don't know if he's got enough time to make up the rest of that. Looks like he doesn't. So that's immediately a little more heat that Nacho gets to use. This entirely depends on Cheeseland. Ooh, Nacho with a bit of a painful off-road. Ooh, what are we looking at? Oh, Lightning did it again. I don't think it's enough, though.
No, I think Lightning still has this. We're going to see a break serve.
We've got to see if Lightning is clean through the city here. He's got one more chance to die in this pillar room. Nope, that's clean. You can also clip the wall here. Doesn't lose the boost. Ooh. It's just over a second.
We have a serve break. Lightning now, Nacho has to now win on 2 of Lightning's picks if he wants to stay in.
Yeah. Oof. Outside of that, if Nacho hadn't died, he had that by a solid 4 seconds. Yeah, the fact that Nacho's keeping these this close with 5 deaths to the fact that Lightning has none in this match so far. Nacho has 5 deaths in this match. Lightning has 0. The gap between them in total race time is 1.6 seconds. That's ridiculous. It goes to show how important it is to not die during these tournament matches. Like, that's where most of the time differential comes in. If both players had the same number of deaths in about the same spread, Nacho would be ahead by a lot right now. Ooh, Nacho with a Scrappers pick. Is he going to get spicy and do Scrappers skips? Because there is a small one there.
Nope,
No,
but he banned Ben and Mahonix, so we're looking at Elon Mac, LightningPirate,
We're looking at
Mars
Beto. That's what Nacho did when he did this into me. I'm expecting a Beto mirror, though Lightning might do Elan like I did when I did mine. Either one is viable. However, Nacho is very good and very consistent on Beto on this track. R100 for Lightning? Yep, it's going to be the Beto mirror. Not super surprising. He is the fastest remaining racer. You've got to wonder if Lightning has practiced Beto at all on this track. It's not regularly, is just play Beto in general. Okay, Lightning has not practiced that, that's for sure. I'm surprised that yellow wall didn't kill him.
You'll come back, huh?
Alright, let's see if Lightning can figure out that jump. And if Nacho can figure out boosting at the start of this track. There you go. Yep, Lightning will figure it out. He figured out the first step, not the second. And Nacho died on the second step as well. Feels pod racing. One thing that is very important to remember is Beto cools down significantly faster than Ben or Bowles. So of the really fast pods, his heat is the most tricky to manage a lot of the time.
Yeah.
I believe his base cooling is 22.5 seconds compared to 38 for Bowles and 50 for Ben. Going to be a small sync pause coming in for Lightning as well. Close enough.
Lightning taking it more cautiously!
Oh, Nacho, no! Oh, he knows it. That was a very weird death. That's not a death Nacho should have had, honestly.
I kind of saw it coming when he was just hugging it a little too tightly and then just flung wide and slammed into the middle.
Yeah. Because now he's behind by the entire open close straightaway. That's like 4.5 seconds.
And on a track as short as this, that's a catastrophic mistake.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a really bad death in that spot, too. No underheating there. It's also a relatively straightforward track. It's not the most likely for Lightning to die.
Yeah.
It's a new lap record.
Yeah, Nacho needs 3.5 seconds from Lightning.
And Lightning's taking it really cautiously.
Oh, Nacho with another one. That's going to seal this track. Oh. Man, and Nacho's been keeping it so close up to now, even with extra deaths.
Just can't make up deaths on such a short track. Match point for Lightning.
Yeah. It's not just match point, it's tournament point.
Championship point for the lower bracket.
Yeah, this is tournament point for Lightning.
Been banned from Nacho.
Alright, let's see where this one goes. Nacho's got this one track to use 3 force points.
Doug Derby banned from Lightning. So Bulba's Legacy.
That's it? Just straight up Sebulba's Legacy against Lightning?
That's
No
what it
bend,
seems
but-
like.
Huh. Oh, this is weird. Bowls is so hard to use here. Did Lightning even die yet? No, Mikey, he has not died. Sebulba's Legacy is, I think, Lightning's best time in the game. Yeah, he's 7th place. He has a 150.525. Nacho going with Mars. Alright. That's a totally reasonable pick here. He's definitely slower than Bowls, but he's significantly easier, and Bullseye is significantly slower than Mars. We've got to see if either of them is going to do Tunnel. I don't... Oh, is Tunnel faster with heat management like Bullseye? On paper, it would be the exact same, since Mars's boost cover is almost the exact same distance as Ben's. On paper, his heat routing would be the exact same, at least very close. So I'm not sure. I'm really not sure how to read this. Like, I know Mars is going to be faster, but I don't know by how much. 37.9. Like, that lap 2 is comparable to like a low heat decent Ben lap 1 at high levels of play. Like, if I was low heat and got that time on Ben, I'd keep the run. Ooh, Nacho.
Really easy to do with Mars. He's the widest pod in the game, so he
yeah.
can go through narrow spots, and it's pretty easy to crash with Mars.
Yeah, let's see where this goes. If Nacho's deathless, like if Nacho's clean with Mars, I don't think there's a world where Lightning beats him on Bullseye. Theoretically, with like perfect execution and tunnel strats, if Nacho doesn't do them, maybe. But it definitely favors Nacho, and we're synced enough, and I'm not going to resync it. Yeah, this is, like, you can already see, this is a substantial lead for Nacho just out of the gate. But Lightning is doing tunnel strats. I don't know how that plays out with Bullseye.
But
Like,
just oh no!
well,
Lightning takes his first crash.
I know how that plays out with Bullseye, and that plays out not well. If Nacho stays clean, And it's a big if with Mars on SL. Ooh, that was a spicy line. Also spicy line. Oh, Nacho with the drop. That's big. Still in the lead. Oh yeah, Lightning was just slower that lap because of the death. But yeah, if Nacho doesn't die, he's got this. He's looking decent. Give us another race, Nacho. You can do it.
I think he's gonna do it.
Yeah, I'm not convinced Tunnel is faster on Bullseye.
Now Nacho's at the mercy of Lightning's picks now.
Yep. Nacho's got to win 3 in a row, all on Lightning's picks. So we've got a Bowls ban into a Boonta Training Course ban, so we're following a lot of the same patterns here. But picks have been used, and I don't know where Lightning is going to go. Is he just going to like run back to Bulba's Legacy with Ben available? He's really good there. Run that back, maybe do a Death Rose or something. Zugga's permaban, so that's not going to happen. Another big skips track? Abyss is permabanned, I believe, yeah.
Death Rose Revenge.
This is a track that can absolutely go either way. Their PBs are only a couple tenths apart, or 4 tenths, I believe. Lightning's tournament PB is actually exactly 4 tenths ahead of Nacho's, and their board PBs are pretty close to the same margin. But this one can, like I said, absolutely go either way. It's a relatively simple track, but it has some volatile collision bits if you're not careful. Like, you can just kind of die to the floor, or if you take the wrong approach, dropping on the spot where you're supposed to, you can just die instantly to the wall in 1 frame. It really depends on how you go. If you take the outer drop, you can die immediately. Inner drop, you can die to the wall. But that was a clean start from Lightning. He knows what he's doing. And Nacho doing the same thing. Okay, they're both doing later drops. That was weird. This, I don't know. I don't know how this track could go. Like, full stop. It's almost universally agreed to be the easiest track in the Galactic circuit. Neither player is likely to die a lot, barring some weird flukes. Potentially dying to the start of that ramp, or some weird shenanigans with these walls and this split-level floor. But, like, there aren't that many places where top players are going to die regularly. And you can take some pretty safe approaches and get it to it. Wait, Nacho. So, to anyone trying to predict this, my advice is simply flip a coin. 1 second sync on Lightning. We're off on what could be the final race of the lower bracket. Players pretty neck and neck. They both took some weird different approaches. That's fine. Their heat's still pretty synced. Nacho slightly higher heat. So I think they're neck and neck.
Well, that was...
Ooh, Lightning went real wide. That was strange. Nacho went a little bit wide on that too, and took the extra greed boost. That's odd. Clean out for Lightning as well. Clean jump and clean jump. That's almost a second lead for Nacho, though. On lower heat, too. Oh, Nacho!
Got
That
really
after
greedy.
warm-ups, too. Oh, that was so greedy. And Lightning strats, he's not gonna die more than likely. That could seal it. That probably will seal it. Oh no,
Yeah.
Nacho. Oh, the most painful way to lose this. You could have taken this track too. It's not over yet, technically. Nacho died twice in a lap. Lightning can die twice in a lap, but I'm not sure I see it happening with those strats. There you go, Nacho. That's how you should have done it. Oh, Lightning died! Lightning died! Wait. If Lightning, like, messes up the out-of-bounds finish or has a weird bonk in this ending section, he can't use all this heat.
Oh, he's just scraped.
There's some tension. Is he going to OB? He's going out of bounds? He makes the finish.
Lightning takes the lower bracket.
Lightning takes it. Oh, man. Oh, that's so unfortunate for Nacho. Oh, but that's going to do it. That's going to be wraps on the lower bracket. Lightning takes it. From, I want to say, the fourth seed? Yeah, fourth seed. Oh, man.
Hey, Nacho. Hey, Lightning.
Hello.
Hello. Absolute heartbreaker on death throws there, Nacho.
Don't remind me.
Oh, sorry.
It was
Oh,
so
man.
bad.
What happened exactly?
I just barely touch a wall and I just go boom instantaneously.
I mean, you took high ground and dropped in a weird spot lap 2. Like, that is a, like, known collision texture.
Yeah, but I usually have good success with it though. It's the problem.
Weird. And then that second death, Lightning actually had the exact same death on lap 3.
Eh.
Like, exact same death.
Wow.
Awesome.
I want to talk about a couple of those earlier tracks. Like, let's talk specifically about that Bumpy's Breakers. You had 2 deaths on that track.
Somehow.
How?
And then you still won it by 200ths. Or
Yeah.
2/10.
2/10, sorry.
Yeah, by that second death, I knew I was losing. So I was like, I had to pull out all the stops at this point.
Mhm. And
Somehow
you-
that worked.
Your lap 3 was so good.
It's funny too, because at the end I didn't realize I had won. I thought I lost by 2/10.
That
I was like, oh,
excellent. You almost pulled the exact same thing on both Boonta Classic and Fire Mountain.
what do you mean by that?
You almost pulled off the exact same thing of dying more and pulling it straight back.
Oh, yeah.
If you hadn't had those 2 engine fires lap 3 on Boonta Classic, it's within a 10th.
Dude, they got such a lucky shot on me on lap 3.
I
was
know.
like, God dang it, dude. Oh, it was so silly.
And Fire Mountain Rally, Lightning, you want to tell them what happened on your Quake shortcuts lap 2 and 3?
Oh my goodness. I swear that pillar like moved to block me both those laps because like I would come out of the Quake shortcut and I'd be like, all right, time to make that, time to switch back to right. And then I would just come to a complete dead stop in the pillar and it would like not let me go. So I'd have to like
The
get
fact
around
that
it.
you didn't die either of those times was a miracle.
I know.
Like the first
That's
one,
wacky.
you both had a really good heads-up play of going left of the pillar to make up for being on a weird line.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, going wide on that. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
That was kind of silly.
You both made the same heads-up play, one on lap 1, one on lap 3. It was really nice. One question I've got for Lightning is Tunnel faster for Bullseye on Sebulbas?
I have no idea. I when Nacho picked that, I had no idea, like, first of all, who to pick, then second of all, whether to go tunnel or not. And then lap 3, I went tunnel because I was just like, I didn't even know what I was doing at that point.
I think the answer is Mars or Bowls, and Tunnel is yes on Mars.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, you
all
went
the-
goals?
No, he
No,
went
I
Bullseye.
went bullseye.
Oh, bullseye. Okay. That got worried there for a second.
I
But
would have probably wound up going Bowls, not gonna lie.
Well, you went Mars and got a 2-minute, and then with the death, I had 204, so maybe it didn't quite even out. I don't know.
You know, I'm
No,
not
so
sure.
I did fall on lap 2 though. When I didn't want to. I was on the outer turn and I accidentally went in too sharp and fell. I as soon as that happened, I'm like, it's over. He beat me,
And then you won the race.
and then I won. I was like, oh, thank goodness. I was like, I can finally come back, and then I didn't.
Inferno skips, you both gave me a bit of a scare at different points. One of you dropped really awkwardly and almost hit the arch, and one of you was super low on your lap 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
It happened so fast, I don't remember.
yeah. I don't remember who was which.
I do remember accidentally getting an MFG during practice.
Yeah, I didn't know that was an MFG.
Me
I didn't
neither.
know
I'm like,
that
why
spot
am I?
existed.
I'm like, why can't I move? And then I held nose up, and then I let go, and I'm like, ah.
Yeah, I asked chat when you were stuck on that. It's like, did Nacho find a new MFG? It's not useful because the ceiling has collision, but it exists
Yeah,
for some reason.
it was kind of funny.
And I think Lightning got a personal best on Grabvine Gateway as well. If we want to circle back around to the first race.
I guess. I don't know if I've even recorded a Grabvine Gateway time, but
You have a 425.9 on the boards right now.
Okay, well, there you go.
So it's a public PB at least.
Hey, nice job.
And I needed it too with Nacho
Yeah, I know.
with the death 423.8. That's crazy.
Yeah, I do. After that death, I had to kind of clutch up a bit and try to play a little bit.
After that, you
Riskier.
played incredibly.
Yeah, this happened last time and earlier in bracket. I would die at least one more time than I needed to
Yeah.
on all the important tracks.
You want a crazy stat?
Hmm.
Lightning didn't die once until Sebulba's Legacy.
Yeah, I was so mad
Bruh.
too. I was like, when I realized it's always when you realize you're deathless that you start to die. That you're like, oh wait, I haven't died yet, and then you die.
Yeah. It was like Nacho died 9 deaths to Lightning's 2, and it was still less than 10 seconds apart on total race time across all of those.
Yeah, that's wild.
Mhm.
Like, oh, that is incredibly well played to both of you.
Thank
Like,
you.
oh my
Yeah,
god.
GGs.
I guess I didn't really take my advice to heart when it came to playing cleaner.
Yeah.
And it showed.
Saying it's one thing, doing it's another.
It's
True.
yeah. Well, regarding the strategy difference between the riskier versus the safe, like I think it evens out at a certain point. I think we're sort of like at that crossroads where it begins to like kind of I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it's like it evens out regarding like where you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you guys are the exact skill level where it's an even match.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
At lower skill levels, like people who've been only playing for a couple of months, playing to avoid dying is going to win. At higher levels, playing harder is going to win.
Yeah.
Since we're all right below that top level and still like very good but not top level runners, it's like that sweet spot where that's even.
Yeah, like it weaves in and out.
You can execute the really risky stuff just often enough that it's competitive, but it's less consistent. That's actually a really cool thought.
Indeed.
But yeah, you guys have... Well, first off, Draco, do you have any questions? I feel like I've been monopolizing this.
Oh, I don't have any questions. All I was going to say is that watching the last half of the match was a real heartbreaker to watch.
Oh, yeah.
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 We have all learned the hard way that Death Row's collision is bad.
Yep.
I still love the track. It's fun. But, oh, there's some janky collision.
For real.
Was that a Beto's mirror on?
Yeah, you both want Beta.
Okay, I was like, I hope
On
that's
Scrappers?
pick.
Yeah.
On Scrappers, yeah.
Yeah, that's my pick usually.
Well, that death on Scrappers for you was wild, Nacho.
Trying to remember where it was.
It was exiting the speed tube on lap 1.
Oh yeah, like
You
after
landed
the
left of the track and hit one of the little arch things.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I just like lost control
Oh,
after
no.
that turn.
You landed
And
in one of what Ace coined the speedy tubes a long time ago.
Yeah.
And somehow launched off the track and hit the collision on the other side.
Yeah, I think. Oh, I remember now. What I was trying to do is because for some reason my thumb decided, you know what? Let's let go of the A button for a little bit. While I was
What?
boosting during that first turn, I don't know what my brain happened. So I just let go of my boost. I was like, oh crap, I lost my boost. I need to go. So I tried to boost more in the speedy tube, and that's what happened.
Oh,
no.
Yeah, and then
Nacho,
it just all
please.
went downhill from there.
Nacho, please.
Oh
I
my
don't
god.
know, man.
And it's so hard to tell sometimes when you let go of the accelerator Beto because his engines don't turn off like other pods.
True. I feel like there's not much more to say. Like, you both played great. Lightning takes it in the end, but congratulations to both of you for making it there.
Thank you.
It's really wild to like, and I'm mostly gonna credit where the two brackets happen to split, because that really gave me a boost in like as far as competitive boost. But Nacho was definitely the player I was scariest of in tournament, and I knew it was going to be a tough fight, and I'm glad it came down to some really close races. And,
You guys put on a show. If any of those break the other way, we'd be having a very different conversation in several minutes when the match actually ended.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just did not expect it to be this close with how many deaths happened to you, Nacho.
Yeah, like looking back on it now, most of the times we're within a second or two.
yeah.
That's wild.
And a death apart. That's so crazy. A death, but it's less than a second.
Yeah. That kind of shows our slightly different play styles too,
Yeah.
which is really cool, I think.
And how evenly matched you are.
Oh yeah. Before the match, I was mentioning how I believe my first ever match in tournament was against Nacho. So this is like, it feels like a full circle moment coming back.
So you're retiring now, right?
Exactly. Yeah. I'm retiring from the sport of pod racing.
Hang up his coat. He's got the trophy.
Now no one can beat me ever again.
Oh man. I will say I am disappointed. We can't do grander finals.
Yeah.
That would have been so hype. I was really worried about that too. I was like, man, Nacho's going to be coming back so furiously because I didn't even think I'd make it past you and what was that, winners quarters?
You guys were winners semis.
Winners semis, yeah.
And then you and me were
worried.
winners finals, and then you and me were losers finals.
But yeah, I did not expect at all to make it past Nacho there, and then again here. So yeah, I'm gonna mostly blame the luck, the rule set favoring skips, even though we didn't really go to a lot of skips, but mainly the bracket split.
Yeah, I will say that's definitely a nice sweet spot. I would agree with that. Like if Hellfire or anybody else would have came down to lower bracket instead of one of us, like it would have been a whole different story.
Exactly. Yeah. It so much hinged on just that break in players, and I don't consider this really like winner of the lower bracket, but more like 9th overall.
Yeah,
because it's like
that is true.
There's a whole so the match you just witnessed, there's a whole match of people. There's a whole group of people, whole bracket of people that are playing their minds out way better than what we just did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, as good as those of us in this bracket are, it's a whole nother world when you get to top level. It's incredible to watch. And on that note, this coming Tuesday, we have the losers finals of the upper bracket with Metallica and Goofbrush on Tuesday at 4 o'clock Eastern time. Highly, highly recommend that anyone interested in some more pod racing action goes to check that match out. It's going to be incredible. Like, both players already played each other. Goofbrush won it 5-4 in a best of 9. I'm expecting this to be just as close.
This time
Only a best of 13.
Yeah. Congrats again, guys. Any final words?
Congratulations, Lightning.
Thanks. Yeah, it was
Nice winners
it was
run.
a hell of a match, hell of a tourney. And I just want to give a huge shout out to all the commentators on this match. Between all the streams, it was really great to see a full crew today, and not just the commentators, but also the organizers. I know we all happen to be organizers, but I do want to thank all you guys.
Just to quickly thank everyone by name. Thanks, Draco, for joining me on this one. Thank you to Andy Panther and Nimputs for our German commentary, and Droopy Angora and Le Cylinder for the French commentary. We actually had this one simulcast in 3 languages, which is always really cool to have.
That's awesome.
Indeed.
But yeah, unless anyone's got anything to add, this is going to be us signing off for the lower bracket.
Yeah, good luck, everyone. Tune in to the end of the upper bracket these next few days and weeks, and may the force be with you.